Hi everyone and welcome to This is the Police 2. So, This is the Police 2 is a sequel to This is the Police, which is a game where you run a police department. It mixes several different genres: strategy, adventure, management, simulation, and it's a pretty interesting game. The second one is coming out on August the 2nd, and we are going to check it out. So, let's jump straight into it, shall we? Necktie Headquarters. At approximately 1 in the morning, the Sharpwood Police Department received an anonymous call. The source said he knew where he could find the headquarters of the Neckties, a gang of drug traffickers that recently arrived in town. Anonymous information is rarely reliable, but for Sheriff Wiles, shutting down the Neckties was the department's primary goal, so he immediately went to the address indicated, along with 2 other officers for backup. Turn 1. Okay, so unlike in the first game, there are some tactical elements in this one. So this is it right away.
580.
Alright then. Hide behind the generator.
580.
So this is a bit of a tutorial,
We have a visual.
more or less. Hide behind the logs. Okay then. Yeah, we do have cover indicators. The shield thing over there.
580.
Alright, we got a few dots over here. Suspect's turn. Hello there. Fancy seeing you here. Okay, so now we can't see them anymore. Alright. Get closer and hit him in melee range. If the enemy spots you, then he'll raise alarm during his turn. If the alarm is raised, cops are visible even if they're behind cover, but cover still makes you harder to hit. Okay, fair enough.
Roger.
Well, we'll do what they want us to do for now. So now we can stun him, apparently. Alright, only one option right now. Here. Get closer. And arrest the criminal.
On the ground.
Alright, well, we got one. Approach from the other side. Now it's their turn. Okay.
580.
Hello there. Shoot with a taser. Alright.
Roger.
Here you go. Enjoy. And now we can arrest him. Or get ready to arrest him, rather. Intercept the lookout. Enemies can not only see you, but also hear you. If an offender sees you from afar or hears a suspicious noise, he's sure to leave his post and check the area. Alright. So, stun him.
Roger.
Now we can arrest this guy. Turn 4. Alright, arrest.
On the ground.
And then that other fella over there. Hide behind the railroad car. Alright, if you say so. Prepare to breach. You can look into the room through the window or take position next to the open door. Don't blunder into the house blind. Fair enough. And arrest this guy.
Get on the ground.
And now we can check out the building. So first, look through the window. Storm the house, that's the next objective. And there's one guy inside.
Roger.
Let's get into position. Take down the door. Right here. Battering ram.
Roger.
That will make some noise. and shoot him. Always effective. Okay, we can choose where we want to shoot him.
Roger.
Here, so much for his weapon. He will still be able to run. Hey, come back here.
590.
So, the window. Can we target the window directly? Here. Open the window. We don't need to do it silently anymore. They know we're here. Okay.
Roger.
That will do. There might be more dudes in the next room. That's definitely a possibility.
Roger.
Can't see much just yet. So, in we go. What, that's it? Well, something clearly happened in there. We didn't quite see. But that's the tutorial, intro, whatever you want to call it. November 21st.
But today, I wasn't so lucky. I mean, it wasn't just a regular funeral, was it? All Sharpwood showed up. Can you imagine? I had a teacher, Mrs. Dawson. I haven't seen her since the 3rd grade. Figured she'd moved or died. I mean, it's not easy to lose track of someone in this town, right? And today, I'm looking at her in the crowd, all alive and healthy. Imagine, right? And the crowd was huge. It wasn't even a crowd, more like a whole river of people. I mean, you look at all of them and you can't even see the end. All the roads were blocked. Just thinking. It's weird. There's this dead guy who's making it so an alive guy can't get his groceries on time, right? I mean, I just wanted to say, I
think you talk too much, dude.
I really respect Sheriff Wells. He died a hero, right? Ask anyone. Everybody says he's a hero. But I'm just saying, I got a job to do. I don't want to lose it. Nobody wants to lose a job because it's not easy to find a new job in Sharpwood, right? So,
are you going
the
somewhere
money's
with
right
this?
there in front of your nose. Don't bother with the change.
Mr. Nash, thank you. I just wanted to say that you don't need to call Mr. Summers. I mean, he'll be yelling at me either way. I deserve it, right? I'm just...
You really need to shut up.
Oh, by the way, those cigars you asked about? Caesars, right? Mr. Summers said we normally don't have them in stock, but we can order them. Maybe it'll take a couple of weeks or so, but what's a couple of weeks when it's a quality product, right? I remember one day I was looking...
Forget it.
I think Chuck had
I'll
enough.
be staying.
Oh, I hope. I mean, I hope that you won't be leaving too soon. You're like our best customer. Oh, or at least one of our best customers, am I right? I know there's a lot of stuff going on. Lots of folks are leaving. Even Pale Charlie left, and he's even older than you. He's 90 or something. Maybe even 100. I mean, I'm sure you'll find yourself a decent job, right? I mean, have a good day, Mr. Nash.
Well, that was certainly interesting. They nailed the awkwardness. So, this is the police, too.
Hey, Lily. So we're getting rid of this thing tomorrow?
What? We do what?
That drawing thing in the hall. We're taking it down tomorrow? I already called Uncle Dimitri. He'll cart it off for us. Might even get a couple of bucks for
Whoa.
it.
First, it's not a drawing. It's a tapestry, okay? A beautiful work of art. You didn't notice, did you? Second, it's hanging there for a reason.
Yeah, you
And third,
uncultured
and
swine.
Most important, we're...
Oh, you mean that drawing in the hall? Great. I'll get a hanger tomorrow so we can put the TV up there. And maybe a VCR, too. What do you think?
Jesse, we are not taking down the tapestry.
TV? That's not a bad idea. Sure, but I was thinking, well, I thought we could put a snack machine here. I'm tired of having to drive 20 minutes over to Bad Ears gas station for smoked cheese in the middle of work. Like I've got nothing better to do, right? As if
You see how much space that giant thing takes up? We can put a TV up, an arcade game, probably even a pinball machine. Speaking of which, my son moved in with his wife and dairy, so we've got an extra VCR. Only thing is, he took all his videotapes with him, so we can't...
Oh, no, tapes are no problem. I've got lots of tapes. Plus, if we tell the guys that everyone's bringing in a couple of movies, then we...
Look, I just need you to...
Hey, what kind of movies you got? All sorts. Bloody Shirt 2, Bloody Shirt 3, Bloody Shirt 4, Hard-Boiled Women, Demons on Fifth Avenue.
And you've got that movie where this pilot is flying around the earth, but he's running out of fuel over the ocean, so he makes a deal with Satan, and Satan sends him to fight an army of skeletons, and the skeleton general, you can't fuck with him.
Yeah, that's The Wind Blows into Hell. One of my favorites. Goes without saying, that's every man's favorite movie. Am I right or am I right? When I saw him at the end, when the girl throws the sword into the fire...
Did you have enough yet?
My heart jumped out of my chest. Betty almost needed to call the ambulance. I swear to God.
You need to take better care of yourself, old man.
I've also got this movie. It's actually a cartoon, but it's for adults, This guy gets the ability to undress people with his mind. So he goes into work, and he works in a bank, and his boss is a real bitch. But the bitch has some great boobs, and she calls him over to her.
Tomorrow. We'll just discuss it tomorrow.
And she says there's some problem with this quarterly report. Some kind of paper got filed in wrong, and he asked, like you should...
What the hell, Gail? Sit down and get ready to type. We agreed.
Lily, we'll finish that damn letter of yours tomorrow. And if we're lucky, we'll even...
Gail, take off your stupid hat and get back to your desk. I'm the sheriff and you'll do what I say. I'm the sheriff.
Lily, you do know you don't have to be such a bitch, right? Bad Ears gas station closes in half an hour, so if we don't finish this stupid letter in the next 10 minutes, I'll be out of smokes until the morning. And if that happens, I'll be coming into work in a bad mood tomorrow. And if I come into work in a bad mood,
Just shut up and type.
Okay. I'm ready. And for God's sake, let's stop taking half an hour on every sentence, okay?
First, read what you've got so far.
Of course, we won't be able to pay you serious money. It's like we won't be able to pay you anything at all. But I hope that you feel the same as me, that the safety of our native town of Sharpwood is a question of duty and honor, and not of material gain.
No, not just the last sentence. Read everything from the beginning.
Lily, come on,
Read it from the top.
Dear Captain Carter, I imagine you've already heard the sad news that has prompted me to write you. I'll be frank. This letter you're holding is a plea for help. The police department of Sharpwood was deprived.
That's enough. I can't take it anymore. We'll just pick up where we left off. Do you think Captain Carter will even read this?
Lily, let's just finish it. And then...
They got him. The guy from the flower shop, remember? He's one of the neckties. We're sure this time.
Where are they taking him? Are they bringing him here?
They already did. He's here.
Did he have the goods on him? Has he said anything? What does he know?
Well, you want to find out, or you're just going to sit there?
All right. I'm liking the dialogue so far.
What happened to him?
Well, as far as I understand, he had a hard time getting into the car.
Right. Didn't like getting out of the car either. And he really didn't like the stairs. And when we handcuffed him, wow, that was no fun at all. And then when he sat down on a chair, he accidentally...
Cut the shit, Charlie.
What? The sheriff asked a direct question, and I'm trying...
Get out! All of you!
Lily, I think it'd be best if you just...
What's the problem, Gail? Isn't it best if the sheriff interrogates important suspects? Isn't it great when the commander takes a personal interest in the work? Don't you think?
Okay, guys, you hear that? Let's get out of here.
Well then. Checkpoint. Alright, so this is where we get to interrogate him. Wally Melton. You and your friends lured Sharpwood's sheriff into an ambush and killed him like a bunch of cowards. Yeah, that's right. You and your necktie gang. Can you even imagine how hard we're coming down on you? You're from around here, right? I'm sure you heard Sheriff Wiles got killed, so what do you know about it? I know it was somebody in your gang that murdered Sheriff Wiles. Just tell me who pulled the trigger and maybe I'll let you go. Let's go with the second one. No, I'm not from around here, and this is the first time I'm hearing about this sheriff of yours. First time I've seen you, too. What are you, some kind of secretary? Alright. As I understand it, you never keep drugs in your base. Why is that? I'm not living here until you tell me where your hideout is. Okay, let's talk about something else. The drugs. Where do you keep them? Yeah, I don't think he's just going to tell us like that. That seems unlikely at best. Sure, fine, you win. It's at 69 Dick. Go check it out. You'll love it.
You could at least hide the suitcase.
What? Oh, this? It's just...
Charlie, shut your trap and get ready to question the suspect. Lily, I just want
You
to...
do understand, Gail, that this will soon be over. All of this. You understand that, right?
I know, Lily. I know.
I need to finish writing that letter to Captain Carter.
Nobody's home, go away.
Hello, my name is Bogdan. Are you satisfied with your water supply system? I bet you're not. I am here to solve your problem.
Excuse me, what?
It's not so nice to run to the toilet outside in the cold, is it? Especially at our age. You go once, you go twice, and by then you've already frozen your butt off. And it's lucky it's the only thing you've frozen off. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. And
cool
you
story,
know
bro.
what I'm talking about too, don't you?
Look, listen, this isn't my house. I'm just renting it.
All the better. So the homeowner will pay for everything.
Yeah,
while
I'm sure he
you
will.
Enjoy the new toilet in warmth and comfort.
Are you selling toilets? You sell toilets at night?
Don't be silly. We'll replace your whole water system.
Uh-huh.
The new toilet in the house is, well, it's the cherry on the cake. You're right. I'm here a little after hours. Well, you see, our farm is just taking its first steps in this business, so I can only visit my customers after I'm done with my day job.
Sounds totally legit.
But the toilet inside your house is
100% believable.
right? Do understand your needs, sir. I myself had to run to the toilet outside for 20 years every night. But when I finally got a toilet inside my house,
Please go. Just go. I want you to leave.
I know what you're thinking. You think that in such a small house there's simply no room for a toilet. But I assure you, if you just allow me to come in for a moment...
Leave right now. I'm asking you to leave.
I just want to save both of us some time, that's all. I know that you'll change your mind. The next time you need to go in the middle of the night, you'll remember me and think, damn, that guy was right. A toilet in the house is what every adult man needs. So, why don't
I've
we...
asked you to leave. You need to leave. Now. Leave.
All right. But I bet you won't last a week before you change your mind. I'm telling you right now, you won't
Bye-bye.
last a week.
Honestly, I'm surprised he didn't shoot him. I totally would. Alright then. Is it true what they're saying about you? My only crime was wanting to take care of myself and the family. I'm just sorry it took me that long. My crime was I trusted the wrong people. I was used and then thrown into trash. Alright, so we can pick one of the two. Why did you flee from Freiburg? It's not that I ran away, I just needed time to regroup. I could go back and clear my name. Sometimes retreat is the only way to victory. I ran because I didn't want to be killed in prison. I know so much about every influential scoundrel in the city that they would never let me live to see my day in court. Alright. Let's go with the second one. Why did your mom really leave? Because she decided she wanted to fuck some 30-year-old insurance agent, and I hope he gave her exactly what she wanted. Sadly, your grandmother once told me that I'm too old, that I don't have any energy, and that's why Laura left. I didn't really understand what she meant at the time, but now it seems to me that she hit a nail on the head. Alright. Did you have an affair on the side too? I wouldn't say that. For one thing, your mother had already left, and it's strange to call a relationship between two people an affair if they only talked on the phone and never met. It was your mother who had the affair. Everything that happened to me later was just an amusement, a naive love fantasy that never became a reality. In any case, it's over. My amusement wants to put me in jail. Let's go with the first one. Why did you get in bed with the mafia? I didn't go to them, they left me no choice. When they threaten to hang your children's hands from a chandelier, you'll do exactly what they ask of you, no hesitation, no questions. I got in with them because the mafia can't be defeated, only controlled, and looking at how well I controlled crime in Freiburg, I'd say I managed things pretty well. Alright. First one. Did you kill people? I never killed anyone. I have many vices, but I'm no killer. I didn't kill anyone with my own hands, but I gave orders that led to some deaths. Sometimes these were bad people, sometimes not so much. It's up to you whether you think that makes me a killer. Okay. Second one. How is your health? I feel good, despite partying with your mother, fleeing from the feds, and surviving 2 comas. One thing I know for sure, I won't survive a third. I'm not complaining, but I'm lonely. I'm afraid that I'm not going to make any new friends here. Either way, new friends at my age don't lead anywhere, except another funeral. Alright. First one. Why didn't you just retire? I catch criminals, that's all I know. It's all I'm good at. I didn't retire because I loved my job, and I wasn't too old to keep doing it. Well, because I had nothing else to do. All I had left was an empty house and a dirty barn. What was I going to do? Farming? All my tools rusted a long time ago. After a week of a retirement like that, I would have put a bullet in my forehead. Alright then. Second one. What are you afraid of? I'm afraid I'll be caught, locked in a cage, and put on display, like a circus freak, and the only power I'll have left is to bash my skull on the bars of my cell. I'm afraid that I won't have a chance to clear my name, or even explain myself, before the law, before Freeburg, and most importantly, before you. You deserve an explanation the most. That's why I'm writing this letter. Yeah, that one sounds good. What are you planning to do next? I've changed a lot, though predictability is still not among my vices. I know I have to do something. The only question is how far I'll have to go. I can't tell you. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that even I don't know what I'll have to decide 10 seconds from now. Alright. So that's the end of the letter.
We could hardly shut the guy up. He wasn't so tough. I didn't even get to the Phase 3.
Oh, really?
Phase 3 is where
We don't have a lot of time. They're moving their headquarters, but we should be able to nab most of them if we hurry. It's north of here, the old summer camp. But they never keep the goods at their headquarters. They always use a different place, usually an isolated house on the outskirts. Most of the time, these places have random tenants who don't even suspect that there's anything hidden under their floorboards. That way, the drugs can never be linked back to the neckties or the neckties to the drugs. You remember that little tavern called Forsetti? We went drinking there after graduation and broke that big mirror. Mr. Blaine's converted it into a house, and now he rents it out for almost nothing. 2 weeks ago, an old man moved in, and under his floorboards, there's 27 kilograms of heroin.
I'm starting to think that guy is leading us around by the nose. I bet there's 4 or 5 armed guards at the house. But you said it's a small place, right? Well, I bet there's 2 at least. I don't believe they just left the stuff under some old man's floorboards. Even if there is an old man living there, I bet he's in on it. Hey, maybe old man is just a nickname. What do you think? I bet he's a right cutthroat, hunkered down there, ready to ambush us. Maybe he already...
Well, you and Corey, go check it out. Take 2 cars in case it's not just an old man living in the house. Whoever you find there, bring them in. And don't forget about the heroin. Rest of you will come with me to storm their headquarters. Sound good to you, Lily?
Sounds good to me. Alright then. So here we are. All events that require your attention are displayed on the Sharpwood map and by a card on the call list. Alright, proceed. So, drug trafficking, Fort City Tavern, right here. That's the only thing we can do right now. Each call has a minimum professionalism requirement. To ensure that your cops can go on a call, their overall professionalism must meet the minimum required by that call. Alright? So, 600. We got 2 guys right now. So that's exactly 600. Who could have seen that coming? And here we go. Alright. Knock knock. I don't think he cares. He's just a little bit drunk right now.
Report the Sheriff's Department. No. Look at this. No, well, just look, Corey. You couldn't find anyone better to watch the goods? Or they just didn't bother? Or are we missing something? What do you think, Corey? Think we're missing something? Huh?
Yeah, the
Is there
heroin.
some kind of special meaning to the fact that we've got drunk, dirty grandpa here sitting in the shack watching the goods? Maybe we need to crack the code here, huh?
Well, any ideas where they hid the powder?
How about you look around while I interrogate the suspect, huh? You. What's your name, old man?
Boyd.
What did you say, old man? You need to answer nice and clear when a police officer speaks to you.
My name is Nash. Warren Nash.
I'll tell you something, Warren Nash. 15 years on the force. I've seen all sorts of dirty shits. This town isn't exactly upscale, in case you haven't noticed. I've caught thieves, caught rapists, murderers, and drug traffickers. All part of the job, you know? I'm doing my job. Nice and easy, like a professional. But here you are. This filth. You don't make it easy to be easy. Filth like you drives me up the wall. With scum like you, I just can't keep up the cold-blooded professional attitude. I just can't. You know why, Warren? Because... Oh, I'm sorry, Warren. I'll be just a second, all right? Shit, Charlie, what the
Yeah, this guy looks just a little bit
Corey,
angry.
just look for the fucking drugs while I'm busy with the fucking suspect, okay?
He's losing his shit.
So, Warren, filthy things like you drive me nuts. 'Cause you think that we'll never catch up with you. You think the police can't do anything. You think we just rescue cats from trees and help old ladies carry their bags up to the porch. You think, you believe, you really believe that we'll never get to you. So you don't even have to try. You taking good care of the goods here, Warren? You ready for us here, Warren? Just waiting in ambush, Warren? You did fucking nothing, Warren! Fucking nothing! Because you thought we'd never come. But here I am, Warren. Here I am! What are you gonna do now, Warren? What's the big plan, Warren?
Hey, I think I found something.
You hear that, Warren? He found something. Next time, hide it better.
Well, this looks like 27 keys of heroin to you?
I would say there's somewhere between 26 and 28 keys.
Well, that sounds like 27, right?
Yep, looks like 27. So what are we thinking here? You load it up in the car and I'll pack up the old man. And any of this other junk we might need.
All right.
I'd like, I really need to talk to the sheriff as soon as possible.
I'm Sheriff Reed. You can talk all you like, but if I were you, I'd wait for my lawyer, Mr. Nash.
I don't, You said you're the sheriff?
That's what I said.
No. Are you Sharpwood, Sheriff?
I'm the sheriff.
Do you have the authority to...
Look, I'm wearing a shiny star on my chest. I'm sitting here in the middle of the night, and even though I'm exhausted, I'm poring over murder files that no one else wants to bother with. So yeah, I'm the sheriff. I may not be used to all this, and I'm not sure I ever will be, but I don't have another sheriff for you, Mr. Nash. You might as well accept it.
Listen, Sheriff. Sheriff Reed, right? Great, Sheriff Reed. I need to talk to the sheriff, and you're the sheriff, so it's even better.
Are you going somewhere with this?
Older sheriffs sometimes... Well, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about that. I just want to say that there's been a mistake, and I want to help you out here because there
was a huge batch of cocaine hiding in your house. You want me to believe you didn't know anything about it?
I rent that house. Only lived there a couple of weeks, and you know all that, right? It's easy to check, huh? Yeah, it's but that's not important. It's not that I'm trying. Listen, Sheriff Reed, you have to listen to me very carefully. I'm a policeman, just like you know?
Oh. So you must be undercover. Is that it, Mr. Nash?
No, it's much more complicated than that. My name isn't Warren Nash.
Yeah, I already knew that. Your fake documents are so bad they practically fell apart in my hands.
If you let me explain, would you like to see my real document, Sheriff? Look, that humidor, you see it?
What?
That little box, the little wooden box on the table, see? Looks like a jewelry box?
It's locked. We'll crack it open in the morning.
Wouldn't you rather open it now? Please, Sheriff Reed, let's open it now, and I'll try to explain everything. I'm in a very difficult situation, and I'm asking you to listen to me. Just open the box, and you'll find my passport in there, my real passport. My name's Jack Boyd. The documents that say I'm Warren Nash, I bought them for $90 at the rail station. Please, just open the box and I'll explain everything, please.
You say you were a cop, huh?
Yes. I was a cop. I was the chief of police, just like you. Look, it's a very long and complicated story, but I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding. And the fact that I've gone into hiding here, the fact that I'm here at all, it's an injustice that I want to correct. And I'm asking you to help me.
Ooh, what's in the box? Well, other than the passport.
Sheriff Reed, let's talk. I'm begging you.
Well, she left the coffee or something.
Sheriff Reed, let me...
Do you even know what you've been accused of, Mr. Boyd?
Let's just say I don't know if you know what happened in Freeburg last winter, but it had nothing to do with the law or justice. I was used.
You do understand that I have to report you to the feds, right, Mr. Boyd?
Sheriff Reed, if you do this, you just continue this. I believe that cops should help each other, so I just want to say You seem like the kind of person
We've
who...
known each other for 5 minutes, Mr. Boyd. I doubt very much that I've made any impression on you at all. Whatever you've got yourself mixed up in, I hope that you find justice. If that's really what you want. But for now, all I know is this. You're a criminal, and they're looking for you.
Your folder. Your folder. That's a case file. Can I see it?
Excuse me?
I worked as a detective for years. Even when I was chief, I did half of my detective's work. If you're having trouble with the case, I'm sure I can help. Cops should help each other. My exact words, right?
You think that I'm...
Listen, Sheriff Reed, what do you have to lose? You're the head of this police department. You've got to think rationally. I'm not trying to teach you how to do your work. I'm just for a minute, forget about all that, this whole awkward situation, okay?
Yeah,
right?
just a little bit
You
awkward.
have an unsolved murder, and there's someone standing right in front of you who's offering to help. Maybe I'm an imposter, and I can't actually do anything. Maybe I'll even turn out to be a lunatic, scatter the file around the cell and dance around like a wild monkey. But maybe, just maybe, I really am an experienced cop who can help you find your killer. Don't you want that? Don't you want to give me a chance since you've got nothing to lose? Don't you want a real criminal in prison, not some sorry victim of circumstance like me? That's police work. Catching the real criminals, right?
I guess I'm going crazy.
Maybe just a little bit. Checkpoint. To solve the crime, you'll need to reconstruct the picture of what happened by placing the frames for the crime's key events in the right order. Alright? Interesting. To figure out what happened, you should carefully examine the evidence and witness testimony. You have all the necessary frames, but 2 people are suspected of the murder. You need to analyze whatever information is available and figure out which one of them is the true culprit. Okay? Well then, the secret of the forbidden flesh. The dismembered corpse of Bob Finnegan was found on the display shelf in the meat department. Alright? Bob Finnegan's house. Ruth Finnegan, victim's wife. I was at the neighbors to borrow some salt, and I heard on their TV that there's some crazy maniac who started killing in Ripton. The journalists nicknamed him the Wrestler, because he wears a wrestling mask. I usually don't pay any attention to the news, but this time I remember because as I was leaving, I noticed a Latino man in the street with a big sports bag, and he was just taking off a mask. I got home and there's blood everywhere, and Bob is nowhere to be found. You think that maniac came all the way out here from Ripton. Okay. Hold on, there's more? Oh yeah, that's just the next one, right here. The neighbor. That evening, Ruth came over to borrow some salt. It's funny, she works at the grocery store, but she's always missing something. She sat at my place for a while, and then she said that she was going back to make dinner for Bob. I don't know how she put up with him. A typical man. He always walked around in a stupid t-shirt, spent the whole day staring at the TV and yelling for Ruth to bring him another Frosty. I went to visit often though, and it was always the same thing. Recently, Ruth decided to try being a vegetarian. She's read in a magazine that it'll make you live extra 10 years. Plus, you get to lose a few pounds. So she started cooking without meat, beginning with vegetable soup. Thought she'd surprise Bob. But when he came home from work, he was yelling, "What the fuck is this without the meat?" I live next door, and I could hear everything. They almost got into a fight. Alright. So, hold on. Bob Finnegan and Ruth Finnegan quarrel over a vegetable soup? Right, this is the sequence that we are supposed to put together. So, next up, victim's home bathroom. The bathroom is covered in blood. It looks like this is where the victim's corpse was butchered. Store counter. The victim's body parts were neatly laid out on the counter. as if it were a display set for all to see. There's a crumpled garbage bag under the counter with traces of blood inside. Medical examiner. The victim's throat was cut in one single confident motion. Death came almost instantly. There are no signs of struggle on the body. The corpse was dismembered after death. Okay, and that's the start again. Alright, so these are the frames. This is the start and this is the end. What else do we have in here? So they quarrel over a vegetable soup. Ruth carves up Bob Finnegan's corpse in the tub with a cleaver. Ruth approaches Bob with a kitchen knife in her hand. Ruth enters the North Star grocery store carrying a garbage bag. Ruth gives Bob a bottle of beer. Alright then. So hold on, let's check the letters again. About the wrestler, we know that part. She noticed a Latino man in the street with a big sports bag. Alright. So this evening, Ruth came over to borrow some salt. She sat at my place for a while and then said she was going back to make dinner for Bob. Alright. Anything else? She started cooking without meat, beginning with vegetable soup. But then he came home from work and started yelling about it. They almost got into a fight. Okay. So hold on. They did quarrel about the soup at some point. Bottle of beer. There was nothing here about the beer. I assume the corpse was in the bag or something, so that will be last. Most likely. Cut his throat with a knife. So let's say like this. Oh, there's one extra. Wait a moment. So I don't think the beer part happened. Like this? That seems reasonable. Bob Finnegan's wife. She killed her husband to escape her unhappy marriage. The last straw was his criticism of his soup. Ruth decided to kill her husband and make it look as though the maniac known as the wrestler did it. Yep, sounds likely. So that's the sequence, I guess. Do you really want to press charges for this suspect? Sure, why not?
Look.
Lily, are you there? Lily!
Lily here. Come in.
Can you grab the box of flashbang grenades and get over here? There's no time to lose. Lily!
Copy. I'm on my way.
Sorry, buddy. You're on your own for now.
So?
I'm not seeing anything.
Lily, it's time.
Yes, just let me look at the plan.
Lily, we've got everything covered.
Gail, I need to take a look at the plan. Gail, the plan?
Lily, do you want to look at the plan or do you want to change the plan?
I need to see the plan before I decide whether I need to change it. Gail?
So, things to do. Interrogate the necktie, get all information available, outfit, and assign your strike team. Usually it takes several days to plan an assault, but this time Gale had to sketch out the plan in a hurry. Alright. So here's the plan. Maybe he wants to change something. Alright, so the way this works is that we got 6 cups total, and the different roles require different stats. So for example, Gale wants to put a quick cup around the side of the car wash so he can cut off any escaping neckties. We can check their exact stats down here with a right click, so someone with good speed should be here. Obviously Hodge is good at everything. We don't have anyone with speed higher than 1. So I guess it can be any of these guys. So this dude. Then we need someone with good shooting skill. Okay, he had speed and stealth. Is stealth useful in anything around here? Yeah, rear window. But first I have to fill the first 2 positions. Actually, do I? Kind of, actually, yeah. Intelligence. Who has good intelligence in here? This guy. Also negotiation. I don't think negotiation was required for anything around here. Yes, it was. For the assault leader. Right, so I suppose Greenberg can be the assault leader. Alright, let's just assign them. This guy has decent shooting. He can be at the main entrance. Greenberg will be the assault leader. And then... let's see. Intelligence. To intelligence. Speed. Let's say Hodge is gonna be at the main entrance. And this guy has 1 in stealth. Which is not exactly amazing, but there we go. Something like this. So we can change it around any way we want. But let's go with this.
Yes, let's get him over here. Someone needs to go get Canan. Does anyone know Canan lives? Jesse, grab that blue bag over there. Bring it over here. I'll call him. Bring me that bag. I'll call Canan. The bag, Jesse.
Jesus, Jesse, we don't have time for that. Bring me that bag.
No, come on.
Lily, put pressure here. Press there and don't let him. Make it? You think he'll make it?
We need to put something under his head.
He's dead, Lily. Lily, he's dead. Gail's dead.
Now you can call Canaan.
That doesn't sound so good.
What was his name? I mean the deceased officer. What's his name?
Gail Greenberg.
Were you close?
No, but... no. We went to school together.
Sheriff Reed,
Sheriff Reed. Ha! Sheriff Reed. If my dad could hear you say that, he'd died of laughter. He'd laugh like a madman, choke on his favorite meatballs even. Sheriff Reed. Call me Lily. My aunt lived in Freeburg. She sold flowers. Had her own store, a little shop. My mother and I used to visit during the summer. You have warm summers there. Warmer than here.
Anywhere's warmer than here.
So, What happened in Freeburg? Mr. Boyd?
That's a very... I'm sorry. Forgive me, Lily. I begged you for a chance to tell you everything, and now I don't know where to start.
You were slandered?
You could say that.
So you aren't guilty of anything?
I'm plenty guilty, but not what I've been accused of. I was just a fool. A blind fool.
You're right, Mr. Boyd.
I'm sorry?
The sheriff's job is to think rationally. I figured I might be a shit cop, but at least I can think rationally. Now I'm not so sure.
Lily, listen to me. You aren't guilty of anything. I've been a police chief going on 13 years, and I can't say that I never... let's just say it's a difficult job. It gets complicated. And to put you in this position, it was, I just want to say
Don't
that...
be shy, Mr. Boyd. I don't make much of a sheriff. Is that what you wanted to say? Because I completely agree with you.
Lily, listen to me. I'm a policeman. Whatever position I'm in now, whatever this is, whatever my official status, I'm still a policeman. I'm a policeman and I know how to do this job. And I will help you. Cops should help each other. Isn't that what we were talking about earlier? Don't you agree with me?
What was it you said, Mr. Boyd? Maybe you're an imposter, maybe you're crazy, but maybe you... honestly, I don't even know if I...
Lily, why are you pointing that gun at me? Can I get out of this cage? Lily?
Yes, Mr. Boyd. Yes, you can get out of the cage.
You want me to... Well, I guess I'm asking. You want me to get to work? What is it you want me to do exactly?
You can get some sleep in the break room. It's over there to the left, the dark green door. I'll still be here in the morning, and in the morning we... Well, we'll figure this out. Tomorrow you can gather up your things, Mr. Boyd.
Yes, I just... this letter, I'd like to send it as soon as possible. It's for my children. It's important.
I can mail it for you. I don't mind. I've got a letter to mail myself.
Lily, I wanted
What?
to...
You want to know if I'm going to call the feds? No, I won't call the feds. Do I realize that means I'm breaking the law? Yeah, I know. Do I understand that you could make a run for it at any time? Yeah, I know that too.
I'll see you in the morning.
Alright then, so this is where we are. Checkpoint, November 22nd, so that was one day. And I think this will be a good moment to make a cut, so I'm going to continue in the next episode. Let me know what you think so far, it's a pretty interesting game, I'm intrigued. Meanwhile, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, or a dislike if you didn't. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.